Try this again, see if we can get more than 5 minutes out of the video. My storage was full, they say. Don't know how, because I just dumped everything last night. But okay, we shall try again. Won't we? Did I tell you guys that my foot's broke? Now, this is being filmed in August. You're not going to receive it until December, but this was being filmed in August. My foot's broke. You know, I just had weight loss surgery in March, right? I wish I could say that I broke my foot kickboxing or running a marathon or whatnot, but unfortunately I broke my foot walking. Oh, that's so sad. I don't know how I broke it walking, but I did. I really think when I went to see my son at the prison, and they didn't like the pants I was wearing, although they let a lady in with flip-flops on, and that's supposed to be against the rules. They didn't like my pants, said they were leggings, and I'd have to go change, so I kind of went out the door barefooted, because I was barefooted at that point. You have to take off your shoes and all this crap. And I ran out the door to make sure my husband didn't run off and leave me, so I'd be standing in the parking lot for 2 hours, because he's done that before. Yes, he has. He didn't wait like I told him to do. Anyway, I think that I might have, in the rush and in the adrenaline, actually stepped off the curb the wrong way. Didn't feel it till I got home. Boy, did I feel it then. Anyway, I kept thinking, well, it's just bruised, and I continued to walk on it. This was the 13th of July. I finally said, screw it, the 28th of July. I went to the emergency room, to which they said, you're not broken. It's just sprained, he says. I said, this don't feel like no sprain that I've ever had. That's what he said, right? Well, the next morning, I'm headed to Fayetteville from down here. And I get a phone call from that emergency room and that same doctor. And he says, ma'am, the other doctor looked at your x-ray and he says your foot's broken. You need to go to orthopedics. So I had to go to my doctor's office to be able to get a referral. You have to do the follow-up and all that crap first. You know, everybody must get a piece of the pie, right? Anywho, she tried to tell me that my toes was broken, that she'd seen the x-ray, and I said, well, I don't know whose x-ray you're looking at, but it ain't mine, because my toes ain't broke. And they're not broke. You know, even after I seen her that day, she still wrote in my report that I can't move my toes, and I can move my toes just fine. She leaves a lot to be desired in a doctor, or excuse me, she ain't a doctor. She's a nurse practitioner. Same one I had a problem with when she didn't want to give me the medication for my rash. Same quacky woman. She asked me if it was okay if she recorded the visit, and I was like, I don't care. Record it. I ain't gonna be any nicer today than I would be any other day. I don't have a high tolerance for stupid people. In my book, she's a stupid person. But she did go on to say, orthopedics ain't going to do nothing for you. And I said, well, being as I have club foot, and I have a broken foot, and I just had weight loss surgery, I want to see the orthopedic surgeon. You know, the foot doctor, because you're not either one of those things. You're not even a doctor of any kind. So refer me to the damn doctor and let him tell me that he can't do anything for me. Jeez. Louise. So now, that was Friday. I'm waiting now for the orthopedic people to call me, which should be today. If I don't hear by them today, I'll be calling them tomorrow. How long am I supposed to walk on a broke foot? So they can screw around, let it heal, and they want to re-break me? Crazy shit to me. It's crazy shit. Look at the hair. Bigger than snot down there on that paper. Yeah, crazy stuff to me. It's crazy. Tattoo ink came in, so my son will be able to work on my tattoo and fill it all in for me. Probably waiting for the rest of the stuff to come in before he does so, though. Now, I either bought this thing myself from Temu or my friend Patsy bought it for me. I just can't remember because it's been a bit. I think my friend Patsy bought this for me from Temu. Patsy, if you're watching this, is it you that bought me the Winnie the Pooh, or did I buy it myself? Because I think it was you that bought it for me. One, two, three, four. It's supposed to be three. Two. Around, go up this way. That's all of the twos.